Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to talk about analog sprint and the new glitch I kind of discovered. So first of all, analog sprint, if you want to know if you should leave it on or off, as long as you have a working controller, you should leave it on. You should never leave it off. If you've been leaving it off all this while, like you've been at a great disadvantage because it actually does help. So basically, if you read the instructions in the game, it says the longer you hold the analog sprint, the faster your player gets. So what does the analog sprint really do? Well, yeah, it makes your players faster, but there's something else it does. Because if you have that sort of momentum, you're running with your hand on the analog, say another player like kind of intercepts the ball, your player, because of the momentum he just kind of like pushes through. And yeah, sometimes that works just by holding the analog. Me personally, what I find actually works because I don't really notice the whole analog thing. Like, for me, I think the analog sprint is bullshit, but when I press it down, it actually seems to work. Like, press the analog down, sort of like sprinting with the analog, like while my hand is on the sprint button, pressing the analog down, I kind of get the illusion that is actually the players moving faster. I think it works the better that way because just try it for yourself and you see how like it changes. Like when you're running with it, like press the analog down when like to kind of like accelerate, like increase your speed or something, because it does like these sort of like explosive motion, like made like get the ball. The players normally when you hold sprint button, as soon as they get the ball, they kind of like slowly accelerate. But if you press the analog down, they sort of like push the ball and they just kind of keep running like at top speed. So that's what it does. So basically, analog sprint, if your analog is not held all the way, according to the natural like normal theory, if your analog is not held all the way, player's not really at top speed. Hold it all the way, player goes to top speed, like that. But personally, I would advise you, like if you are close to a player, let's say you're using someone like Neymar and some sluggish player that's not supposed to be as fast as Neymar is like keeping up with you, just press the analogs like downwards while sprinting. It just helps, it makes it a lot better. So now I'm going to talk about the glitch. Now I don't really know if this is a glitch, but it seems like a glitch to me because I was playing with some guy yesterday, right? Because me, I kind of like, I have this thing, I don't know if you've seen my videos, but I know how to dribble without like the pace control. But like I'm really good at it, like just dribbling with my left analog. I'm really good at that shit. Like I can react real quick. Like as soon as I see you trying to stretch your leg, I can just move my players the other way and stuff like that. So if you've seen the video, you understand. So yeah, so this guy did the, you know, like when you stretch your legs, when you know, if you press the push and pull button, your player stretches their legs. So this guy did this stuff like 7 times in rapid succession. Now why do I think this is a glitch? Because normally you're not supposed to be able to do that. As soon as you stretch your leg, you should like, there should be like a lag or something, like sort of like a cool down before you can do it again. But this guy was just like, this is his leg going like, I swear, I'm not even exaggerating, that's just what he was doing. I still managed to like dribble past him and score, but then that's when I realized something. If this guy can do this in rapid succession, then what if that's what they do? Like say, because something else I realized again, like I find this really weird when these kind of players are running, because I just started, like ever since I noticed that while playing with the guy online the other day, so I started focusing on his gameplay, like seeing what he's doing different and everything to try and like decipher what he's doing, right? So what I realized when I was playing this dude is that whenever he's running with the ball, as soon as it gets closer to my player, if I just press the push pull button, like try to like nudge him a little bit, something weird happens. He just keeps moving. Now, it doesn't even slow down or anything, it keeps moving. It won't happen once though, I kind of figured out a way to counter it, and that's what I'm going to tell you. But yeah, he just kept on moving forward. Like even if like I try to get the ball, he just kind of like keeps moving. So I was like, oh, is it the ball protect button? Is that what he tapped? I was like, no, because if you tap the ball protect button, you kind of see the player sort of like try to jump in front of you or something. But this guy was just like moving forward like nothing was happening. So it was really funny, like, because I kind of like tried my best to slow him down, but he just kept on going forward, and it's just really weird to me. And that's when I devised like try to combine the analog sprint and the push and pull button. So yeah, this is what I did. So as soon as I initiated the whole push and pull tactic, because I'm not really sure what these guys are doing, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the one who's noticed this shit. Like even slow players, like kind of like just weak players sort of like just overpower you and you can't do anything. Like you're using Pepe and Neymar just kind of like gets past you. It doesn't happen to me anymore because I figured out a way to counter it. So what you should do is this: hold, like as soon as you tap the push and pull button, like you've initiated like the toss, so you've seen your player like made contact, kind of like tap like press the left analog in towards the player, like basically like diagonally towards the player, and also forward in the direction the player is running towards. Like hold it as much as you can. And if you see you're losing like power, press the push and pull button again, still holding it down, like nudging it towards the player. Make sure you press it. Don't just use the analog without pressing it down. Like actually press it down. It kind of like adds impact for some reason. It does. I don't know how to explain it, but it does add impact. But yeah, when you do that, it like the player like really fights for the ball. Even if he doesn't get the ball, it makes the other player like push the ball forward. Even if it's like a weaker defender you're using. For something like Ibrahimovic, the player kind of loses control of the ball or totally slows him down or whatever. And another way, like another way this technique is really useful is like, say it's a one-on-one situation, right? And you can only get one push on this player, like just one push. As soon as you push that player once, that's it. You know he's gonna like get the chance to take the shot and he's gonna score. But you can only push once, and you're not gonna make good contact. So this is where what you can do in this situation. Immediately tap the push and pull button, kind of like press down the left analog and flick it towards the player. It's funny, he just kind of like pushes the player, like not literally like this, but you see the player in front of you kind of like lose balance. I don't know, it just loses balance and stuff. I had to like develop this technique while I was playing. Like it's kind of like I was desperate because I really hate being overpowered in FIFA 14, like losing physical battles. I really hate that shit. Even in real life, if I'm playing soccer, I don't care how strong you are, I try my best because I hate losing physical battles. Like if I'm playing soccer in real life, I do everything not to lose a physical battle. I just hate it. It just makes me feel, I don't know, it pisses me off. So I was desperate. That's why I developed this technique. So try it. You know, my tips and tricks are always crazy at first, but they always work. So if this video helped, leave a like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.